Feeling lost in the endless scroll, chasing the next big thing, only to feel like you're running in circles? You've traveled, you've hustled, you've collected experiences, but you still feel a strange sense of emptiness, as if the destination you're searching for is always just out of reach. What if the most profound journey isn't to a new city or a new job, but a journey back to yourself? This is the revolutionary idea at the heart of the book, traveling around the world still around one person. Today, we're diving into this hidden gem, a book that isn't just a collection of stories, but a map back to your own core values. Its title whispers a profound truth. No matter how far we roam, the person we truly need to connect with is the one we carry with us everywhere. In a world obsessed with external validation and constant motion, this book is a powerful reminder that our greatest adventures, our deepest sense of purpose, and our most authentic happiness are found not by looking outward, but by turning inward. We'll explore how this philosophy can transform your work, your relationships, and your daily life, turning your relentless search for more into a peaceful discovery of what truly matters. Let's start with the first, and perhaps most powerful, idea from the book: defining your inner one person. The author suggests that his life's work, or a vast landscape of stories and characters, ultimately revolves around a single, unchanging core, his own fundamental values and memories. Think of this as your personal North Star. In our chaotic modern lives, we are bombarded with conflicting advice, trends, and expectations. We're told to be a certain way at work, another way with friends, and yet another way online. This constant shape-shifting is exhausting and leaves us feeling fragmented and inauthentic. The book challenges us to stop and identify the one person at our center. What are the non-negotiable values that define you? Is it integrity? Is it compassion? Is it creativity? When you were a child, what did you love to do purely for the joy of it before the world told you what you should love? That is a clue to your authentic self. The first step isn't about adding another skill or goal to your list. It's about subtraction. It's about peeling back the layers of societal expectation to find the bedrock of who you truly are. Your action step is simple yet profound. Take 30 minutes this week with no distractions. Grab a notebook and write down the answer to this question. If no one was judging me, who would I be, and what would I stand for? Don't overthink it. Write down words, memories, and feelings that come to mind. This list becomes the constitution for your inner world. It's a guide that helps you make decisions not based on external noise, but on your internal truth. The second core idea is about transforming your journey into a pilgrimage. The author's travels aren't just a collection of passport stamps. Each place he visits becomes a mirror reflecting his core themes of purity, memory, and the human heart. We often treat our lives like a tourist checklist. Get the degree, land the promotion, buy the house, visit 10 countries. We rush from one milestone to the next, snapping a mental picture before immediately looking for the next destination. We experience everything but feel nothing. The book invites us to reframe our journey. Instead of being a tourist in your own life, become a pilgrim. A pilgrim travels with intention. Every step, every challenge, every encounter is an opportunity to connect more deeply with their core purpose. For example, a difficult project at work is no longer just a hurdle to overcome. It's a chance to practice your core value of resilience. A conversation with a stranger isn't just small talk. It's an opportunity to exercise your value of compassion. The world stops being a series of destinations and becomes a sacred ground for self-discovery. This shift in perspective is what turns the mundane into the meaningful. Your action step here is to pick one routine activity you do every day, like your morning commute, making coffee, or your evening workout. Before you begin, set an intention tied to one of your core values. For instance, during this commute, I will practice patience and observation. Or while making this coffee, I will practice gratitude for this quiet moment. This tiny ritual infuses your daily routine with purpose and transforms it from a mindless habit into a mindful pilgrimage. It teaches you that you don't need to book a flight to go on a profound journey. Your life, right here and now, is the most sacred travel destination you have. This leads us to the third powerful application: curating your world to reflect your core. The author's stories, no matter how diverse their settings, consistently echo his central themes. He has built a creative universe that is an extension of his inner self. We too are the authors of our own lives, and we have the power to curate the world we inhabit. Think about your physical and digital environments. Does your home feel like a sanctuary that reflects your values, or is it just a collection of stuff? Is your social media feed a source of inspiration and connection, or is it a fire hose of comparison and anxiety? Every object you own, every account you follow, every person you spend time with is either amplifying your core self or distracting you from it. This isn't about minimalist austerity or cutting everyone off. It's about conscious curation. It's about making deliberate choices to surround yourself with people, information, and spaces that nourish your one person. If one of your core values is creativity, does your living space have an area that invites you to create? If your value is learning, are you following experts and thinkers who challenge you? Or just doom scrolling through celebrity gossip? You have the power to design an environment that makes it easier to be your best, most authentic self. Your action step is to perform an environmental audit. Choose one area of your life to start it. Could be your phone's home screen, people you have lunch with, or your bedroom. Ask yourself, does this element in my life align with and support my core values? If the answer is no, take one small step to change it. Unfollow one account that makes you feel bad. Add one book that inspires you to your nightstand. Schedule coffee with a friend who truly sees and supports you. By consciously curating your world, you build a fortress of authenticity that protects and nurtures your inner self, making it the default, not the exception. So, how does this all come together in the real world? Let me tell you about Sarah, a marketing manager who felt completely burned out. Her life was a whirlwind of international business trips, chasing quarterly targets, and trying to keep up with the latest industry trends. She was successful on paper, traveling the world for work, but she felt hollow, like an actress playing a role. She read Traveling Around the World Still Around One Person, and it hit her like a lightning bolt. She realized she had been traveling everywhere except back to herself. First, she did the one-person exercise. She rediscovered that her core values weren't market share or brand growth, but creativity, genuine connection, and teaching. Her childhood love wasn't closing deals, but drawing and explaining complex ideas to her friends. This was her North Star. Next, she reframed her job as a pilgrimage. Instead of seeing her business trips as a grind, she started using her layovers to visit small art galleries, practicing her value of creativity. During client meetings, she focused less on the hard sell and more on building authentic relationships, honoring her value of connection. Finally, she curated her world. She unsubscribed from dozens of aggressive marketing newsletters and started following artists and educators on social media. She turned a corner of her apartment into a small studio where she could paint on weekends. The change wasn't immediate, but it was profound. She started feeling more engaged and energized at work because she was bringing her whole self to the table. Her colleagues noticed a new confident energy about her. Within a year, she leveraged her passion for teaching to pivot into a training and development role within the same company, where she now feels deeply fulfilled. Sarah didn't change her job or move to a new city. She traveled back to herself, and in doing so, she transformed her entire world. To sum it all up, the wisdom of traveling around the world still around one person offers a powerful antidote to our modern culture of restless searching. It's not about stopping your journey, it's about changing your destination. The goal is to journey inward. First, define your one person, your unchanging core of values and passions that will act as your guide. Second, reframe your life's journey as a pilgrimage, where every single moment is an opportunity to connect with that core. And third, consciously curate your environment to support and amplify your authentic self. Remember, this is about progress, not perfection. It's about taking small, intentional steps to align your outer world with your inner truth. The greatest adventure of your life is the discovery of who you are. If this resonated with you, give this video a like. We'd love to hear your thoughts. So drop a comment below and tell us one core value you've identified for your one person. And for more practical insights from the world's greatest books, make sure to subscribe to DreamAIReview